I'm here at the Wild Sheep Foundation convention. I'm here to meet Gray Thornton, the president, and find out just how this business model works with regard to sheep and mountain habitat that they inhabit. Explain to me a little bit about how your model works. I know you guys probably put more onto the front line for the species you're concerned with than any other organization.
Yeah, you know, it's all about our membership.
Yeah.
Ivan, I mean, sheep people are so passionate, you know, whether you're into sheep hunting, we call it sheep fever, but the altruism of the sheep hunter is unmatched. I mean, last year, Wild Sheep Foundation put $5.6 million into wild sheep restoration, conservation, and advocacy. And Ivan, we're doing that with a membership of only 7,500. So if you do the math, I mean, that's $700+ for every member.
Wow, you guys are doing an amazing thing.
Conservation is who we are. Conservation is what we do. Ivan, the purpose of the Wild Sheep Foundation is to put and keep wild sheep on the mountain. And I'm going to tell you what, I want you to come to the banquet tonight, our Saturday grand finale event. We'll have over 1,800 people, passionate sheep conservationists in that room. And you're going to see what the Wild Sheep Foundation can do.
I'm really looking forward to getting to this banquet tonight and seeing what Gray's talking about. I appreciate you having me, my friend.
You got it, my friend.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you. So tonight's one of the big fundraising nights for the Wild Sheep Foundation. And you know, one thing that makes tonight different to a lot of other fundraisers is that everybody that's here is a sheep hunter or belongs to the sheep hunting community. And the other thing about tonight is that every dollar raised in some way, shape or form is going to find its way into sheep conservation. So I'm going to go and get in the line. Looking forward to this banquet. Looking forward to seeing how much money we can raise for sheep conservation tonight. Thank you, ma'am. Well, here we go. This platform provided by the Wild Sheep Foundation, they don't keep any of this money. Every dollar raised tonight goes into the protection of these animals. So they're using one permit to generate these huge volumes of money that then flow back into the sheep.
Ladies and gentlemen, number 8 in the catalog you've waited for, the Idaho Bighorn Sheep Permit is up for auction. Starting out at $100,000 where? Put your 100 where? 110, 110, higher 100, even 110. Colby's on 100 right here, but it's got to be 110. 115, 120, let's go to 120, we're to 115, 120, 120 where? 115, 120. 115, thank you for the help, sir. Sold $115,000 right in the back. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
$115,000 for a sheep tag. You can imagine how much conservation can happen for $115,000.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the one you've all been waiting for. I tell you what, there's a lot of buzz about this tag. Here we go. Somebody give me $100,000 and let's do it. 100,000 where?
So great. Every cent of this goes back into the conservation of the sheep.
Ivan, you know, in 2013, we sold this tag for $485,000.
And I mean, really, when you look on the front line, that can just do an immense amount of conservation. It's not just sheep, it's all the ecosystem.
It's incredible. You know, sheep are an indicator species, so if wild sheep are doing well, the mule deer are doing well, the elk are doing well, the whitetail are doing well. It's all about conservation, and this is what we're here to do.
Work on him a little bit. Let's get it there. $290,000.
Wow, that's pretty $290,000 for the sheep tag, and every cent of that, as Gray has just pointed out, will go back into the conservation of the sheep, back to the state where the sheep will be hunted.
Once, twice, all in and done. Sold it, $280,000.
$280,000 straight to the bighorn sheep.
What we've done in the last
We're going to be here
50
tomorrow morning
years
at 8 o'clock.
is
Like membership breakfast.
take sheep from wild sheep, from populations that we have a surplus, move them into suitable habitat, and create new populations. And this is what we do at the Wild Sheep Foundation. This is what we're doing tonight, and you just witnessed how it works.
Well, Gray, congratulations on a great evening tonight,
Right
my
on.
friend.
Thank you.
Nice
my
to
friend.
see you.
Yep. Cheers.
Cool. Well, it's pretty cold outside. My car tells me that it's 26 degrees. Here we are on our way into the mountains in northern Nevada. We're up here to capture some bighorn sheep as part of a range expansion project. So we're part of a convoy with all of the vets, all of the experts, all of the capture people. And we're hoping today to catch, what I'm told, 20 or 30 sheep and relocate them to a whole new mountain range as part of the range expansion. And the exciting part of all of this is underwritten 100% by hunters' dollars. That is unbelievable. Well, everybody's just getting into the area. We've got the trailer up here that's getting ready to receive the sheep. They're getting ready to put the tables out for the processing station.
So what we're doing here, getting ready to get set up for the processing. We'll have a helicopter out catching bighorn sheep. And so they're out operating in this environment, trying to locate the bighorn sheep. They'll bring it back to this location here. We'll have a team of vets here that'll be taking a look at each of the animals, trying to assess their health. Then they'll be moved to the trailer for transport.
They transport it just standing up on the trailer. They're not in crates. They're not hobbled.
That's correct. The fact that they can move around, balance, kind of keeps them, part of what keeps them calm.
Perfect. It's interesting to see how many similarities there are between this kind of capture and what goes on in Africa. So let's go and see what's happening.
First off, I'd like to thank everybody for showing up today. We're gonna have them drop sheep on this side over here, and then we'll bring them to the tables, and then we're gonna load them in the front of the trailer here. What else am I missing, Perry?
Because of the sunshine, the lack of wind, the generally warmer temperatures, overheating is one of our main concerns. Another factor with overheating is just fear can do that to these sheep. So they do not want to hear you talking. Indoor voices only. And when you're working around the sheep, if you can be whispering, that's probably the best thing.
Anybody have any questions?
The sun's coming over the hills, the chopper's taken off, and the capture's officially begun.
We're just waiting for the first sheep to come in. What they've done is they've grouped the volunteers into groups of 4 to carry the sheep over to the table. Each table's got a vet assigned to it, and the vet's going to be processing the sheep, taking its temperature, taking its vitals. Some of these sheep are going to have collars fitted to them, so everybody's ready. Now we just got to wait for a chopper load of sheep. This sheep is overheating. Collars here. Yeah. So which ones are you going to select collars for? Which particular individuals are going to get collars?
All the adults, so on the ewes, it's 3 years or older.
Yeah.
And these ram collars, we're putting them on 2-year-olds. But that's the nice thing about that elastic, it stretches as they grow.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So we can hear the helicopter coming in the background. What we're assuming is it's coming with some sheep. It hasn't come over the ridge yet, but likely they've got some sheep slung underneath it. Here we go. do is weigh them, then they bring them to these processing tables. We've got 5 tables laid out here. And these processing tables are where all of the biopsy data is recorded, where each of the sheep is measured, it's given antibiotic, very often got a collar fitted onto it. It has 2 tags, an identification tag and a location tag put into its ears. And then it's put in the trailer for transport. This sheep is overheating, so they're putting cold towels around its horns, which is where there's a lot of blood vessels. And then they're actually putting an IV in it.
We're trying to cool it quickly, and
Yeah.
then this one's gonna go in a little bit slower.
Okay.
They come down to temperature. We don't want their temperature to get
Then will he slow down panting as well?
a lot of it's probably fear.
Okay.
Everything just kind of.
So he's got everything working together in his favor. It's amazing how quickly and efficiently, but one of the most important things, how quietly everybody works. The sheep are very susceptible to sound. They get very stressed when they hear too many people, and so everybody's whispering, everybody's quiet. And it's amazing how many people are here and how little noise there is. That's 3. Still a long way to go, though. So, Mike, you happy with how it's going so far?
It's excellent. Temperatures are good. I wish the temperatures were a little lower, but the animals are coming in great condition. The whole team is working great together. So I'm feeling pretty good.
Awesome. Mike, how long do you think it's been since sheep left their footprints on that mountain?
It was probably around 1930s.
Wow, as long as that.
Place that they were going to take these sheep. That the last sheep was there.
Wow, that's amazing.
So yeah, 80 years, 85 years back. It's cool.
Well, so far so good.
Yeah.
Well, we've left our car at the bottom of the hill so we can get in one of these big trucks. And we're climbing up into the foothills of the bloody runs here. When we release these sheep from the trailer, which is going to happen in a few minutes, they're going to leave the first sheep footprints on this mountain in 85 years. That's pretty cool.
There we go.
Okay, the sheep are about to run out. Here they go. Look at that. The first sheep of the bloody runs in 85 years. Can you imagine? Look at this. Look at this. Hey, Mike, what do you think?
I couldn't be happier. I'm so elated. This is exciting. We're so proud, so happy that it's successful.
That's a big deal, having sheep back on this mountain, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely is a big deal.
No, I appreciate the opportunity and letting me come and participate.
Hey, we're really glad to have you guys here and really appreciate the way you work with us.
Well, okay.
Good to have you.
We'll do a lot more of this.
Yeah, these are good stories to tell.
And they're not being told well enough, Brian.
No, they are not.
They're really not.
Yeah, keep talking about conservation is the greatest story that's never been told.
It's exactly. This sheep capture, this sheep move didn't start when the helicopter started up this morning. This road started a long time ago, and today, right across the valley from me, there's 30 bighorn sheep, leaving the first bighorn footprints on these mountains in 85 years. That's pretty cool. And that's where the conservation rubber meets the road. You know, as we're driving up here with Ed, it's pretty exciting. The last time we were on this mountain, we were part of a convoy with 31 sheep in it. Now we're driving up here, we've had some snow, it looks really different. The fact they haven't moved means that they're happy, and there's no one that knows better what a sheep wants than a sheep itself. So I'm just hoping that when we get up here, we're going to get to see some of these sheep. Sure, this road's pretty snowy, isn't it? Eh?
Ed's just getting the telemetry set up. We've got a spotting scope, and we're going to just walk down into this valley and try and get out of the wind a little bit and just spend a little bit of time. The telemetry will give us a direction, and at least that'll narrow down where we've got to look.
So with this kind of receiver, it's all line of sight. So the fact that the other sheep are likely over these next couple of mountains means you probably aren't going to get a beep from them here. So as soon as we get a distinctive beep, we're going to know that these sheep are right in the valley in front of us.
I hear that one.
Yeah, that one we definitely know.
Yeah, he's right up on that face up there.
Well, we've got a beep, which means that this sheep is probably right up on the cliff face here. So we're going to walk up a little bit more and just hunker down out of the wind, set up our spotting scope and see if we can actually get a look at him. It looks like Ed has got something. Maybe this is them. The good news or the bad news?
Do I want the good news or bad news?
Yeah.
I'll take good news.
The good news is they're on the mountain, the bad news is they're over the next ridge.
Yep, that's exactly what I was going to tell you.
All the tracks are going over that ridge.
So we could run down this hill and then back up the next ridge. That's one thing about tracking sheep. You're just tracking them from ridge to ridge to ridge. You get to one ridge and find out they went over to the next one. So
absolutely.
Just continue walking.
All right, should we carry on?
Yep.
For a sheep to go over the next ridge is nothing. For us to haul our butts over the next ridge, it's considerable.
It's getting close.
Let's see if we can find some sheep.
Oh, I got one.
You got one?
I got a pile of them.
Up near the top? Oh, got them. Look at that. This is cool, Ed. That's cool, man.
I got at least 4 sitting there.
Oh, man, that is cool. This journey started in a ballroom, watching sportsmen pay huge amounts of money for the right to pursue these sheep. And here we are on the front line with Ed Party, who's the lead biologist of this. And truly, it's a privilege to see these sheep on the side of a mountain where they were actually physically extinct for almost 100 years. Man, check at this. That is unbelievable. Ed, do you have any idea how happy this makes me? If it makes me happy, you must just be thrilled.
It's very rewarding.